I've already done a short video on this, but I thought I'll do just a little longer video on this just so that we can talk a little bit. Let's talk about community. I feel like we're living in the times where the essence of community is fading more and more as time goes by. You've got people wanting to be by themselves and be a little bit more independent and, you know, yeah, self-made, I did it by myself, all of that energy. Now, something happened to me today that really made me think about the importance of community. An alarm at my neighbor's house went off, and with the alarm going off, it tripped the electricity in my house. So I came out of the house and I went to knock on the door because it's an elderly lady and she lives by herself. Although her children come to visit, she lives by herself. So once in a while I check in on her and things like that. So as soon as I heard that alarm, I didn't know which house it was coming from, but I stepped out of my house and I noticed it was coming from her house, and my heart sank because I thought to myself, what is going on? What if something happened to her? Is she hurt? Is she okay? Because I know during the day she's normally by herself. I went and I knocked on the door. All of a sudden, it was no longer about the electricity in my house not working. It was more about the worry that I had for her. Because although I heard the alarms, I also noticed that the electricity in my house was just off. I opened the fridge. There was no light in the fridge, so I thought, I've got electric. Like, what's going on? When I went outside, the worry was not about whether or not I had electricity in the house. The worry was more about, is she okay? Is the elderly lady okay? I don't want to say her name, right? So with that, I say all of that to say this. Find your tribe, find your community, find the people. And the thing is with community, it doesn't just have to be your family. It doesn't just have to be your family. It can be your religious groups, like the people around you, the people who have the same faith as you, the people who have the same interests as you, such as hobbies and whatever the case may be. Find the people who like what you like, or who do what you do, or better yet, find people who don't do anything that you do. That way you can learn something new. And it's okay to get help. It's okay to get help. Because once I knocked on that door, she opened the door. She said she called her daughter and everything's all right. I felt a lot calm. I felt a lot calmer because I was like, okay, cool, she's okay, she's safe. Even though the alarm was still going, even though the electricity in my house hadn't turned back on yet, as long as I knew she was okay, that's all that mattered to me at that moment. The electricity going back on in my house was a secondary thing. So, coming back to the house, the alarm eventually turned off and everything was all right. Once the alarm switched off, the electric in my house went back on. Now, that also got me to evaluate myself and evaluate my heart and evaluate my fight or flight, because I could have been like, oh damn, like what's all this, like what's going on, like why do I not have electric? But I went from where's the electric to actually, where's that noise coming from? Stepping out the house and actually trying to figure out what's going on, and with that, I was able to see other neighbors. I was able to kind of be like, hi, you all right? Hi, you all right? Yeah, back in my house. Like, I'm one of those neighbors where I don't kiki kaka with everybody. Like, I mind my business. I come into my house, I lock my doors. But the ones like, on the left hand side and the right hand side, we're cool. I step out, I take out my bins, I speak to them and we speak, just, that neighborly conversation. But in terms of like everyone in the neighborhood, like I don't really have that. But when I was younger, there was a lot more of that, where my parents would speak to the neighbors downstairs because we used to live in a flat, right? Like my family, like the elders in my family would speak to the neighbors, downstairs, and you would have like your friends knocking for you to go out and play and things like that. But that's something that's dying out more and more as time goes by. So let's try to find that. Let's try to find that community and build that, because we really do need each other and we really are connected. As much as as much as we don't want to believe it, we are connected. Just knowing that that elderly lady was in that house by herself and that alarm was blasting off that way, it affected me. It affected me because I cared about her. It affected me because, you know, she's someone that I would talk to when I see outside. So, and also the fact that her alarm, her concern, her issue affected my house. Her alarm affected the electricity in my house. The same way her alarm affected the electricity in my house is the same way that her issue affected me. It affected me. I was worried for her. I was concerned for her. I was thinking, is she okay? Is everything all right? Has she had a fall? You know, and she's got stairs as well. So I was thinking, gosh, has she slipped and bumped into something? Like, what's going on? And it might be like, oh gosh, you're being negative, but she's an elderly lady. So that was the first concern. And if the alarm is so loud that way, no one can really be in the house and the alarm is like that. Your first thing would be to either try to sort out the alarm or come out of the house, right? But she was in the house and the door was closed, and it was just a worrying situation altogether. But I say all of that to say this: try to really connect with the people around you. Try to connect with the people around you. Try to build a community for yourself. You know, if you don't like your family, brother, we're gonna have a conversation about family ties all together, like another time. Yeah. The family I come from, the fuck ups that I've come from, let's not even go there. And obviously there are people in my family that I love and I care about, and we have a good relationship and things like that, but it's not everybody. Like, you've got people who come from families who really hate them. You've got people who come from families who are ready to just do the worst to them. Yeah. Like, you know, if you're a Christian, or even if you're not a Christian, but read about Joseph's story, like the story of Joseph, and read about what his family did to him, right? And, you know, I feel like a Joseph as well in my family, but more about that in a separate video. But what I'm saying is, if you're from a family and you feel like, I don't belong here, you know, these are not my people, this is not my community, although we don't really choose our blood family, we choose the people we have around us. Our friends can become our family. They can become our community, the people around us. We can choose that. We're in control of that. So choose wisely the people around you. And don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to do something with people. You don't have to do things by yourself all the time. Gosh, guys, when I tell you, I used to be an independent warrior. Like, independent woman, I'm gonna do it by myself. Now, baby, I need help. I need help. I need support. And I will ask for that help, because I don't have to be strong all the time. No, I had to reprogram my nervous system, and I'm going to talk about that in a separate video. I had to reprogram my nervous system. And the reason why my nervous system operated in that way was because of abandonment issues. The reason why my nervous system responded in that way was because of so much heartbreak, so much pain, right? A very traumatic childhood. But I had to reprogram all of that. I had to just ask God to work on me, to work on my heart, to renew my mind. So get yourself a community. Start speaking to people. Go out to your local park. I'm not saying go speak to strangers. I mean, if you're okay with speaking to strangers, just stay safe. Stay safe, stay safe. But get to know people. Create your own community. Like, if you see the community that I've created for myself, chef's kiss. I love the people around me. I know that I can contact them. And the thing is, it's not just about asking for help. It's about just having someone to, it's about companionship. It's about knowing that you've got your people, like they're your people, and you've been tried and you've been tested. It's about people in your life who stand the test of time. Right now we live in the times where, like, everything is so fast paced. You meet someone today, all of a sudden, yeah, come to my house. Come to my house. No, 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 baby, we're gonna meet outside. We're gonna meet outside. until it's time for you to come to my house. And the thing is, I don't trust very easily, but you've got those, like, you know, one or two people that you might trust. Like, your intuition will tell you, like, your intuition will let you know if you should trust someone or not. And trust it. Trust your gut. Trust your gut feeling. Trust your intuition. Your gut, your intuition will know whether or not someone is safe for you or not. Right? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.